Hello, welcome to May 23rd, 2023. It's Tuesday. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation video. I do this exercise every morning, a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:45, spot on. I use this time to think about my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use this time to reflect on the last 24 hours and how I did applying these objectives and principles, how I did applying these principles to help to the challenges and opportunities that I met to help me better achieve my objectives. I also think about the coming day and plan for any challenges. Let's begin. First, last night and yesterday, slept well last night. I had the mask on for at least 2 or 3 hours. And then I always wake up just like feeling claustrophobic in the thing, and I kind of rip it off. Literally, it's like, I toss it onto the thing, to the bedside table, and screw that. That's the way it ends every night. But at least I'm to the point now that I can sleep a couple of hours with it on before that panicked removal occurs. It's so funny how that happens. I even know it in the moment as it's happening. I'm like, okay, Kurt, don't panic. God, screw it. And I keep telling Yumiko that I just don't want to do this. I don't want to be the guy that wears the mask. I just don't like it. I think that's the same way I'll feel about when... It's so funny because I didn't think I would be that guy. If and when the time comes that I need to use a walker, I'll resist the walker the same way. I'll probably just rather sit on a pumpkin all day. That's... I just don't want to... I guess I cherish my seeming vitality, which I know is on its way down. It's in so many ways. I could go on. This video could go on for hours. Just like yesterday, I was at the beach, and I was all alone in the ocean, up to my waist in water, just as Huntington Beach does, just surge after surge of waves coming. And I was so timid and afraid of getting pulled out to sea. Just 2 years ago, that kind of stuff didn't scare me. And then yesterday, big day, huge day yesterday. I mean, taking our daughter to the airport, seeing her off to Japan. She's arrived safely. She should be in Shizuoka and probably sleeping right now at her grandfather's house and aunt's house. But just after that, just such a battle to stay awake on the LA freeways yesterday. Yumiko and I went to the LA Zoo after dropping Emily off at the airport, and then coming home, I struggled so hard to stay awake. And then out of curiosity, I asked the AI to give me some actuarial information about, out of a cohort of 100,000 men, how many would be alive in the decade of their 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s. And I'm very curious to see how many of us, statistically speaking, remain. Very sobering answers. So yeah, if you've ever... screw that. You can go figure out what you want. If I've ever thought about waiting to live well later in life, then idiot me. I mean, of course, I've got a plan for that, but I mean, all of this revolves around my decision to retire next year, to embark upon that final chapter and way of life, beginning at age 60 with less money. You know, I'd have more money in my retirement if I kept on for another 5 or 10 years. But as I like to say, I'm going to trade money for time, because time is more precious now. I'm way off all kinds of stuff. It was like, what a day. Anyway, let's do the creed. My 7 objectives are: number 1, to be always ready to die. 2, to make good and effective use of time. 3, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles. 4, to cultivate good emotional reactions. 5, to perform good actions. 6, to recognize my true limits and true opportunities. And 7, to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. Now my 34 principles: war, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride. Maturity. Social principle. Principle of family. Public speaking. I miss that one sometimes, don't I? Temperance. Life will not go well. The horror show. That which must be borne. The feast of woeful. Distraction. Agency in the great indifference. The best seat in the house. The restless man. The path of wildness. The great life adventure. The risk of avoiding risk. Sin and damnation. Complete oblivion. The bullseye. Complete oblivion. The season of philosophy. Script writing. The bullseye aim. Uphill climb. Arena and utility. Nothing is enough in the principle of fun. Just carelessly, recklessly going through it so fast. I'm not even feeling guilty anymore. I wish that I could get a little asterisk. I put an asterisk at the end of the title of these videos if I spend the time to do the due diligence on the creed, but I don't. I just go fastly. I do the lightning round every day these days. I'll get back to it. It's just that things are full. Days are full. Now, as for today, it's going to be a busy day. I didn't work yesterday. I didn't even check my email. I was so tired when I got home. I checked on the team when I was in the morning. Of course, I was up before everybody, so I didn't see any responses to my messages. But I just got to check in today and see how things are going. I just got to catch up, and I will. I can catch up. It's not a big deal. I mean, dude, it's not a big deal. Don't get so. What did I call it in one of my old things? Flush and bluster. Something like that. Don't get all flush and blustered, dude. See, I feel it. I feel the stress rising right now, just thinking about work. I feel the tension around the heart just contracting. Gotta get out of here. I know. Whatever new life when I embark upon will have its stresses. I mean, it'll be stressful not having as much money to live on a fixed income. But, I mean, there's things I can do, right? I mean, we'll have enough money coming in to live, to get by, pay all our bills, but we won't have enough to, do a lot of fun stuff. But I have ideas. I'll have my time. I can do whatever I want. So I can do stuff that maybe makes money. And the fun stuff that makes money. Anything at all. I keep telling Yumiko I want to become a Yakuza. She gives me funny looks when I say that, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't think I can be a tough guy. I'm not going to just back away from the edge, Kurt. The edge of silly ideas. I'm going to stop now. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. And with that, my life is done, if not finished. See ya.